Welcome to Retro Scale Modeling. This is the final reveal for the Bandi kits, Star Wars Han Solo, as well as the Boba Fett kits. Scale is 1 to 12. Now, I've decided to group both kits together in the final reveal because that's how I'm going to be displaying them, and they're pretty much the same sort of construction on both kits. They're very similar. So, what I've got to say about one kit will be much the same as the other, so it makes sense to group the two together. Each kit is laid out extremely well from Bandai. The sprues are in excellent condition. There's no flashing whatsoever on them. The connection points are minimal, so when you take each part off the sprue, there's hardly any waste on the part to remove, if any, depending on how careful you are taking them off the sprue, of course. But it was a joy to work on because there was hardly any cleaning up to do. Now, each kit is molded and coloured, so you don't really have to paint it if you don't want to. The downside of that, sometimes it can look too plasticky. It just looks like an action figure. If that's what you want, that's fine. But as a model builder, I prefer to put my own take on things. So I decided to paint mine. Apart from the Han Solo armor, on that it was finished in a high white gloss. So I decided to leave that as the bare plastic. And I think that was the correct decision to make because it looks quite stunning the way it is. The Boba Fett kit, I practically painted all of that because of the nature of the figure. Boba Fett is always all banged up and dented and scotch marked on his armour, so I wanted to have that look. On the Han Solo kit, I tried to make the painting as simple and as neat as possible, whereas the Boba Fett kit, I wanted that to be a coarse craft painting with, as I said, a lot of chip marks, smudges, and things like that to all add to the battered up look that Boba Fett has. So as I said, these kits are extremely well designed and they can actually be put together with anyone. So I would recommend these for any builder with any skill level. If you're not very good at painting, that's okay because the kits can be built without painting. Or if you're only just starting out and you want to have a little go at painting, that's good as well. Especially on the Han Solo kit because the face is already pre-painted. And a lot of builders, including myself, have difficulties painting faces. So it's really nice to see that the face is already pre-painted for you if you have difficulties in those areas. So the skill level for the builders, as long as you're able to follow instructions, you should be okay putting it together. If you've never done a kit before, it may be a little bit tricky because the jointing system for the arms, legs and so on can be a little bit tricky if you've never done anything like that before, but the instructions are nice and clear and precise for you to follow. So I found these kits a joy to put together and to paint as well. Particularly on the Boba Fett one, I used a technique that I haven't used for quite some time, and that was painting on the bare plastic without putting any primer in. Again, that was to achieve the battered up look. I haven't done that for a long time, so it's good to get back into that skill base. So I've got a few of these Bandai figures in my collection waiting to be built, and these are the first Bandai ones I've done. So I'm going to be looking at doing some more of these because I really enjoyed them. That's how much I would like to recommend these kits if you haven't done them. So it's well worth getting them if you can get hold of them. They are still available. You know, so if this is the sort of thing you're into, I think you would enjoy it. Anyway, this is enough of me waffling on as usual. It's time for the final review. But before you jump into that, why don't you hop over to the channel, have a look at my other builds, see if there's something of interest there that you might like, and subscribe to the channel. and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be kept up to date with my next build and all my future builds as well, of course. So all that's left to say is I really hope you enjoyed the final reveal, and thank you all very much so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next build. Bye for now.